So picking up where we left off, the first time around, he didn't issue any challenges, so I didn't. Clearly not. He's got a white king, which is represented as the white lion there, and we just fought. He fluffed a bunch of attacks, and actually didn't get to attack with most of them. And I killed him down to one guy and the white king. And I said, listen, your first time with those kind of tough guys, you have to issue a challenge. We went back. In the challenge, he beat my blade singer, and I still did a lot of damage, but I believe he still won combat. Beginning of turn 3, he gets to flank charge my war dancers with his general, and my dryads with his unit of crypt ghouls. This does not go too well for me. His general is buffed up. I forget with what exactly, but negates my ward save and has a really high initiative. Takes away a whole lot of stuff with all its vampiric gifts or whatever they're called, and just absolutely decimates me here. I think here's another angle of it. I was hoping that I'd get to do a lot of damage, and I think I took out a few more, maybe one more of his what are they called, his black knights, but don't do very well. And you can see here he kills all 7 of my war dancers just with his general alone. It was really brutal. Needless to say, he absolutely destroys me, annihilates me, overruns with just these guys, and ends up right in front of my Glade Guard. Now I'm thinking, alright, all these shots right in front of my face, even with his armor save, I'm going to get a chance to kill them. I should be able to whittle them down, take them out, do a whole lot. I'm feeling a little confident, but I've seen the hurt that his generals put on. Before the last attack, the general went and killed a whole unit of 12 dryads and just absolutely annihilated me there too. Pretty frustrating. Here's an overview of the whole thing. His general's hanging out in the middle, free to go and kind of clean up some stuff. Actually, sorry, take that back. He did not take out a unit of dryads. The dryads are still running around. Okay. But the general's there. He's just, I don't really know what I'm going to be able to do. You can see up in the top there, my Treekin and Wild Riders are still fighting that big unit of Skellies and trying to take them out. I'm basically setting up here. I'm thinking I can try to kill this unit of Crypt Ghouls in the middle down to a unit, down to a model, and be able to shoot the Black Knights to bits. So that's kind of where I waste my spells, focusing. Here's the whole overview. I'm moving my Warhawk Riders over to help out in that combat with the skeletons, staying away from the ethereal Cairn race and moving up these dryads, which I'd erroneously suggested were killed by the general. Moving them up to get them in contact with the Crypt Ghouls. I will be happy any day to trade blows with Crypt Ghouls. Dryads eat them for lunch, breakfast, and dinner. Anyhow, so this is the let's see, it's my turn 3. I'm thinking things are looking pretty good for me. And then we go into combat. I think I fluffed so many attacks. It was pretty absurd. I fluffed everything. I don't think I killed but a couple. His standard combat result just meant that he won combat, and I failed with both my rolls. Unbelievable. Ran away with both of them. You can see up there that I escaped, but man, pretty frustrating. So there. As usual, I forgot to relinquish the standard immediately, but that's gone. You can see here I've moved up my dryads. They will be close enough to attack in the next round. And yeah, we're getting there. We're getting to that point where pretty much I'm seeing the demise of my general and standard bearer and all that in that big unit. Probably what I should have done is remove them, buffed that whole unit, tried to support that as best I could. I've got these guys right behind the Karen Wraith. Originally I was going to attack and for combat resolution, and then realized I was just going to give lots and lots of points. I pull back so I get to stand and shoot as well as shoot here. They've got the banner that gives them +1 movement, so I can move a little bit more. That's my Glade Guard there on the stage left here. I'm trying to rally. My Treekin rallied. My Wild Riders did not, so they fled even further towards the corner. And I'm not really certain what I'm going to be able to do here. So this is the beginning of turn 4. He charges out with his Vampire. I roll something lamentable like 3, and he still doesn't catch me. He only has 1 wound left, and I just, for the life of me, I can't turn around and charge him. Can't get into combat with him. It's such a pain in the neck. He charges in. I'm finally able to kill off everything except for his White King, which is the White Lion, and then the blurry blob there in the foreground is his general. He comes in, and the two of them together just lay down a total beating. I try to strike back. He's buffed his White King, giving him back 1 wound. I had him down to a single. Now he's up to 2, and I wasn't able to dispel that, which was quite frustrating. I do okay in combat, all things considered, but break and run, I completely forgot about the whole first rank. If I have more ranks than my opponents, I get. I'm steadfast. There's a really good chance that I should have rolled steadfast. I believe he killed my standard bearer, so I would not have been re-rollable, but still I lost by a whole ton, and that's one of those rules. We were getting tired of getting kind of bogged down with unfamiliarity with the rules, and just wasn't quite working out. Before that happens, I am able to raise 1 Treekin back. They charge into the skeletons, and I rear charge with my what are these guys called? And my Warhawk Riders, and I believe I did a whole lot of damage. And I think he only had about 7 models left after damage, and with combat res I won by like 15 or something, so we just called it close enough, and I eradicated them to the model, which was a huge amount of points. I charge here with my Dryads. We're getting to the end of the game. We realized that we were pretty much out of time, and so I'm hoping to be able to kill all of them. I think I only kill 1, maybe 2. I might lose 1 guy, and I would kill 2 more to combat res, but not enough to get the points. This whole you have to kill the whole unit thing is quite interesting, and pretty much I believe that's where things end. We played through 4 rounds. His general here is shown. It's got my battle standard bearer and the standard bearer from my Glade Guard, so that right there is 125 points. Killing my general. He killed a whole lot more points than I did. There's no way I was going to be able to kill his general, not with this build. I don't know how exactly I would do that, other than getting really, really lucky. This is just kind of to finish off the pictures, and I don't have a picture at the end of the game, so I just finished it with this one. But I got a lot of points for this unit. I think I might have killed that vampire and got my banner back up there from my Wild Riders. I'm going to kill the Karen Wraiths and have a chance to kill his Crypt Ghouls, but other than me just running away from his general, there's not a whole lot I can do. It's Strength 8 general, it gets rid of what few ward saves I have against magical attacks. I just can't do a whole lot. He's toughness 6, and so I need to revisit my list and see what other new thoughts I can come up with to beat that sort of big character. It's a tough one. We added up the points, even though it wasn't a full 6 rounds. He had me by a fair bit. It was a really great game. A couple little mistakes, but it was a lot of fun. We had a really great time. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it.